Oh my god!
Get this off the screen.
How do you even move? Like, where are you going? Like, what? Look at that!
Welcome back to Sidemen Reacts. Today you have myself, Simon, Harry, and Ethan, and we are reacting to the craziest hoarders. Are any of you guys hoarders?
Zerka's a hoarder.
Josh is a hoarder. Josh is definitely
I think Josh is a hoarder. I get sent so much shit, I try and disperse it amongst my peers.
I'm a little bit
yeah.
of a hoarder.
You know, if companies send you shit, do you keep a lot of it?
No, I've started
Yes.
getting rid of them.
Yeah,
Yes,
Every
I
company,
do.
like, "Oh, send me more stuff.
Yeah, I
guys, don't worry, keep it all."
do. Clearly, these guys do not, apart from Harry. So, you know, I don't feel...
I keep the dope shit. Like, for Ghost of Shinoma, or Shinoma, or whatever it is, I don't know.
A
how to
great
say
promo
it.
you've done there from.
Yeah, they sent me like it's PlayStation bottle of sake. That's cool.
It's ass.
Yeah.
It's ass.
Is it?
It tastes like ass.
Okay, well, but that's the thing. I just kept it in his box. But see, like the rest of the things, I try and disperse it amongst mates.
Unless I have a use for it, it's going. I don't have
Yeah,
space for that.
listen,
man.
I just like seeing my friends happy. You know, that's what I'm doing.
Well, you're giving out
Anyway.
tote bags and...
Bro, 100, bro.
Anyway, well, let's see what if any of these are crazier than us.
Letting go may be hard, but
I think they will be.
Already.
Welcome
Yes.
to Ms. Mojo, and today
Yeah, just a bit.
we're looking at the wildest
It's like Martin
episodes
Cow's
of
kitchen
TLC's
after a bath.
Hoarding
Bro,
Live.
that is every day.
Lots of people featured
Every day,
some
bro.
of the worst clutter in the show's run, something crazy happened in the episode, or
Well, we might
both.
be using that coffee for
Number
next year,
10,
bro.
this house killer. The show is no stranger to emotional situations, but one of the most upsetting was in this season 4 episode. When the 65-year-old mother of 3 children passes away, it's down to the adult kids Amy, Cheryl, and
Oh,
Jimmy to clear
nightmare.
up the clutter.
I think we find out why she passed away.
Aftermath of her death.
Probably from this, bro.
Probably
Probably
this.
alive or something.
I actually want to know,
so
right?
bad.
Like, I want to know,
While Jimmy lived
did
with
that
her mother
house...
and knew the
Like,
true
did they
extent-
actually live in that house like that?
Yeah, the woman lived in
Yeah,
it.
She
I
lived
want to know,
there.
like,
She-
how does it get started? Do you just chuck one thing in a room?
You just never tidy up, I think, and then it just gets
Yeah.
like to a point where you're just like, what's the point? It's already a mess. Make it more of a mess.
But what, you get something, you literally just drop it on the floor?
Yeah,
That's what I
she's-
mean.
bad.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Like, I've dropped things on the floor before, but only because I'm gonna tend to it later.
Yeah, but people don't get round to tending to it later. That's their issue. Like, you are disciplined enough to do that.
What are you dropping on the floor?
Like a night out or something, you just drop your jacket on the floor and jump into bed. That
Yeah,
kind of
stuff
thing.
like that. And
That's
then
how it
also,
starts.
say if I get a load of parcels are waiting for me or something, I'll come in, like drop or like letters or whatever, just drop it on the table or something, and leave it there because I know I'm gonna get to it once I'm back in later or something.
This is grim. This is like pizza boxes and shit.
This is only number 10. It's gonna get worse as well.
The 2 sisters had no idea. It's difficult to watch them come to terms with the way their mother lived and died, and even more so when the biohazard team begin to throw out all the deceased
That's like
Cynthia's
2006.
many possessions.
I just miss her so much. Yeah, you loved her.
Number 9, 3 apartments, 3 hoarders.
These are all lesbian novels. They're going to your clubhouse.
Lesbian novels.
How many lesbians we got here?
At least 4 to 6 that live here couples.
In a first
Come on.
reporting,
way she
this
said
episode
it.
featured 3 hoarders all living in separate apartments in the same apartment building. Even more bizarre, the 3 of them were all completely unaware that they
don't
were
get
living
how
so
people
close to
want
people who
everything
suffered from the
that they
same
come into
problem.
contact with.
There are more lighthearted moments this time around.
How'd you live like
as one
this?
struggles to part with her collection of
Like,
lesbian erotica,
do you-
and
do
many
you
of the
reckon they look at
workers
every
resort
item
to
and think,
throwing items out of
I
the
need that
windows
at
to
some
get them
point?
out of
Yeah.
the
Is that
building.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Throwing things away.
Because it's
Like that. Oh,
you-
that metal tray. I need that.
Well, like, I have a bunch of wires that I could throw out.
Yeah, no, Simon, I've got a wire drawer. Like, I've
Yeah,
got a wire
but I
drawer,
guess
yeah.
it's just that on a big scale.
And I've also got like, you know, like the classic bloke drawer. Like I've got a bloke drawer that just has shit in it, but it's only confined to that drawer.
Yeah, but it's
Because-
just that on a
yeah,
big
yeah.
scale, innit?
Because, like,
you
twice a
stop
year-
there, they
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
at the house.
Because like twice a year, I might need
You'll
something
clear it
out
out,
the
right?
bloke drawer, but I don't know.
Just a random loose battery you need.
Yeah, just shit in there, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
elastic
no,
bands
he's
or
right.
something.
We'll open up a lesbian friggin' library and donate it with your name on it.
Throughout the episode, tension remains high between the hoarding trio and
Americans
the
are
owner
just
of the
elite, you know.
community complex,
Different breeds.
who desperately wants things cleaned up. Number 8, they're crawling. Audiences frequently find themselves wondering how the residents of these hellish homes manage to live in them without getting sick.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Especially evident in season 4, when 2 people working on TLC's cleanup crew contracted hantavirus while filming this episode. While not contagious from human to human, it's spread through
They
breathing in
caught the
air
virus while cleaning her fucking room out.
Bro, this is outrageous.
contaminated by the virus, which comes from the fecal matter and urine of some rodents.
Oh.
Hantavirus is a disease which is spread by rodents, and when you go through processes like cleaning a home, sweeping, vacuuming, these sorts of things, it goes into the air.
Kay's home was absolutely riddled with pests, including snakes and possums. And the
Snakes.
worst part of it all, she would still barely admit that she had a problem, even when her own home had to be completely quarantined.
Like, where are you sleeping at that
stuff
point?
for 10 years. It was, at one point, something important to me.
Oh my god.
Okay, look at how are you saying
Kay
that?
may
That
have
ain't
been
holding.
host to an array of furry friends, but hoarder Michelle took
Look at
What
that.
the fuck?
new level in her
This is
aptly
filth.
titled
That's not
episode.
hoarding.
Property investors want to buy her home, but soon discovered that Michelle's problem has damaged the house to its core, as it is absolutely
Wow, are you living in that?
We pulled out big rats, small rats,
How
medium
do you
sized
live in
rats,
that? Like, do you just
spiders,
step over
and
it?
a bevy of other little flying creatures.
Oh my
and,
God.
Of course,
That makes me
possum.
feel
She's
ill.
also technically
Oh,
homeless,
possums!
but
I
seems
love a
un-
possum. Look at the possum. I think possums are so cute, you know. I love a possum.
When you get a
able
pet
to
possum.
accept it as a team
don't know if I
child.
can.
How far you reckon you
But
can kick a
perhaps
possum?
the episode's
Don't
worst
kick my
moment
possum,
comes
bro.
at the beginning, as
I think
Michelle
I
gives
can
a
get it.
tour of
I
her
can eat crossbar
kitchen,
with possum.
showing the filthy pots and pans she still uses to cook with to the cameras.
Oh, pots and pans.
She said she
or
cooks
the
with them.
kitchen. I use this to make quiche.
We're not taking the kids. Karen isn't the only victim of her hoarding. Her two young sons are
How
quoted
much
as
for you to
saying
try
they
that
feel
quiche?
trapped in her
Oh,
night home.
I think my mom might struggle with hoarding. I feel like I'm trapped inside.
You know what? I'd rate it if it was like in a organized manner. Like you kept all your shit, but at least it's like in a
That's
at
what
least
Josh
it's in
does.
an order. This
Like-
look at the look at the state of this shit. Like what's
Say you could go to a room and you say this is stuff from 1968 or like,
Yeah.
like, it's all done in like years, like you've
Look,
kept
there-
it organised.
Look at that monitor, by the way. Look at the
That's
plate.
an old Mac.
Oh shit, it's a Mac. Look at the Apple thing.
Poor kids, look. Oh, do you want to come round after school and play some video games? Yeah, I'll come round. And then you sat there.
He literally said he feels trapped.
Bro, his mate looks fuming, bro. Look, he's got the Xbox pad, but he's thinking, why the fuck am I here?
Should have done my homework.
It begins with the kid taken away by Child Protective Services because of concern for their well-being, with Sharon offered the ultimatum that if she doesn't clean up her act within 48 hours, she will not regain custody of her
48
boys.
hours.
But the situation is also notable
a
for
weak
reducing
job.
psychologist Dr. Becky Beaton to tears when she sees the sick and neglected family dog soon rehomed by
But see
the
how she's
SPCA.
smiling walking around the gap?
Number 5, worst I've
Like,
ever
like,
seen.
even happy.
Karen's home was
Even if
thrown
one
into
thing's out of
crisis.
place, bro, it irks me. Like I come in the door
Yeah.
and I know something's off. But these people are walking around smiling, Simon. I'd off myself. No, I'm not even. I'm not in cabin. If I had to come back to that, bro,
You ever thought of therapy?
maybe, bro.
Listen, you're clean at the end of the day. That's all that matters.
Watching her smile walking around that is making me angry. But it's okay.
Investigating, they found it severely damaged without running water and full of cat feces. One code enforcer couldn't even stand to be in the
See,
building
look,
without throwing up.
lads, I'm gonna go
Karen's
off. She can't
realization that
walk,
the
yeah,
home
but a
her
gaff looks like that.
condemned is
What are
heartbreaking.
you doing?
Meanwhile,
She
in the
lost
same
her
episode,
husband, bro.
Teresa
She's going for a hard
struggles to balance
time.
Get it,
shopping
bro.
compulsion with her chronic fatigue syndrome, meaning her house is completely overrun with junk and her illness renders her unable to clean.
Oh well, that she.
Okay,
well, Bez, I
alright.
hope you're happy now, bro. She's got an illness which she can't clean.
Well, get someone to
you've
do
just
it
made fun of her.
then. Like it's still like get someone to say, hey, can you come and help? Can you clean this gaff up instead of doing an obstacle course every day? She wants it.
She wants
guys.
it. That's
She wants it
Man
there,
said
otherwise-
she wants it.
Otherwise, she would have dropped a text to someone and said, hey, please, can we clean this gaff up? She hasn't.
Number 4,
No.
I can't breathe. Another mother at risk of losing custody of her child was
not
Lorena,
bad.
whose own sister was attempting to have 10-year-old Alexia put into her care out of concern for the child's
no.
well-being.
That child
Jesus.
deserves better.
Lorena's hoarding has tragic beginnings, all stemming from when her ex-boyfriend brutally assaulted and raped her 5 years earlier.
Oh,
and
no,
almost regarded-
you know what? I got to address this. I nearly chuckled there, but it wasn't because of the thing. It was just a kid came out of left field. I want to just clear that up before we carry on.
I probably wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for one of my daughters. She saved me.
Number 3, Is That a Goat?
That
A
is a
show
dog.
with
Is that a dog
unshortable
here?
horrors reaches
You're
extremes
so
with
random.
Joyce and her collection of antique dolls. When her marriage fell apart,
no.
she turned to the dolls for comfort.
you're fucking
and
tapped.
despite
Yeah, you're
running out of
tapped.
money and
You're so
losing her
tapped.
job, she continues to buy as many of these dolls as she can get her hands on.
I like dolls that smile, especially when you have a lot of depression and
You're
stuff.
so
It's nice to have someone or even something smiling at you all the time.
The episode's other hoarder is Donnie, a retired Marine who doesn't just have his own personal junkyard,
Sounds
but
like a
also
snake,
a
doesn't
lively
it?
herd of goats.
Is that a fire truck? That's a fire truck. Is that a goat? Yep. I got that pin up in there.
The goat's just doing
Donnie
parkour.
feels under siege
Is that
from
a
the
goat?
county, from which he
Yep.
has amassed thousands in fines and 2 jail sentences.
Huh?
Number 2, just tear it down. Kieran's neglected dog may have ultimately been adopted by a vet after being removed from her home.
Oh
my
God!
The outcome wasn't nearly
is
so
upsetting.
pleasant for Doug and Darlene's
Oh,
missing
you
cat.
prick.
Sickeningly,
I don't
in
wanna
this
see that on a
episode, the
Tuesday.
cat's mummified remains were found trapped underneath a heavy dresser, where it had perished 2 years earlier.
2 years.
Fucking hell, man.
You
That
prick!
is Rat Cat.
Stop showing. Oh my god.
The hardest moment was when we found the Rat Cat. And only then she wasn't even the cat, she was our child.
And that's not the worst of it. They also have a broken septic tank, which means the house is steadily overflowing with
Fuck
raw
their
sewage
septic
and
tank.
human waste.
Bro.
To the
Oh, blur the
point
cat
where
in the video. We don't want to
demolition
say
seems
blur
like
the
a better
cat.
option.
Blur the cat. Blur the cat.
Oh, that's a
While we
see, that's
unveil our
ruined my
topic,
day.
here are a few honorable mentions.
It has to change. It has to change.
It's time to go.
What, so you come in the door every day? You, what, now because there's a camera on you, it's got to change, does it?
And I
Fuck
need some
off!
help to fix it.
Look at the state
The
of
city
it.
declared her home unlivable,
Alright.
and the power, gas,
Now,
and
walk through that
water
door.
were
Go on,
shut
look what
off.
you did.
Oh my God!
Get this off the screen.
Just thing on top of thing
How
on
do you
top of
even
thing.
move? Like, where are you going? Like, what? Look at that!
Oh, I'm just off the bed.
Stuff here.
Let me climb.
Yeah.
Number 1, sleeping in a dumpster.
Old milk. This one is from June, so that's like 7 months, 7 months ago.
Inarguably
happy
the
with that, then?
craziest episode of all, stubborn hoarders and deadly clutter weren't the only dangers people had to worry about. Laura is attempting to clean her home with the help of her sons and the show's crew, but their lives are threatened when a fire breaks out in her garbage-filled kitchen.
Oh, no,
Harry.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
It's what you done yesterday, bro.
Get the fire extinguisher. Well, we have a fire extinguisher at least.
Somebody
They probably have 30, but they're all old.
Yes,
covered
but
in
Harry, you
newspapers
wrapped
and
the
other
fire in
flammable
tissue and put it
materials,
in a bin.
leaving them struggling to extinguish the fire, or else the entire house will go up in flames. They eventually manage to stop the blaze, but it makes for one of the most intense moments in the show's whole run.
I mean, it could have gotten ugly real fast. And what's on the floor? Trash, papers, plastic.
That's angered me.
Guys, if you watch this and you're
Don't
even a
live
wee
like
bit
this.
of a, if you're a wee bit of a hoarder, this is your sign. This is it. Stop.
Bin
Stop
your stuff,
fucking-
lads.
Yeah,
Sort through it.
Put your shit in the bin. You don't need it, believe me.
All right, nice. Well, see you guys next time.